So we're looking at a photo from 1941 from a location that I think of as hell on earth. It's the Warsaw Ghetto. This is a part of the capital city of Poland in German-occupied Poland that the German occupying authorities sealed off and set aside as a kind of prison zone, an urban prison zone, in which they held eventually hundreds of thousands of Jews, not only Polish Jews, but Jews from Central Europe, from Czechoslovakia, from Germany, and other places. And they kept them there to exploit them as slave laborers, to have them work in factories, in workshops, in support of the German war effort. But they kept them there with the bare minimum that was required to sustain life. People were starving to death. There was no heat. There was terrible sanitation, so disease was rampant. And what we're looking at here is a photograph of 3 Jewish children, kids who very likely don't remember much from before this kind of hellish existence. They are begging on the street. You can see they're emaciated, they're sick. We know from firsthand reports of the time that they would have been seeing people, grown-ups, die in front of them every single day. And they're begging from people who have almost no more than what they have. But one of the things that also speaks to me about this photo is who took it? Why do we have it? There was a pair of German army photographers who were sent to the Warsaw Ghetto in 1941, and they captured on film what was happening to the people held prisoner there. Instead of being ashamed or wanting to cover up what they were doing, they were happy to document it. They wanted to show what was happening to people who they had defined as threatening, as inferior. But you look at little kids, especially the smallest one who's sitting there on the sidewalk in the lower part of the photo. I don't know how anyone can feel afraid of her, but she has been condemned to death simply by accident of birth. It's not because of anything she did or believed, but just her existence is deemed intolerable. I think just, all of us feel compassion, I think, kind of almost on a biological basis for a vulnerable child. And this photo particularly speaks to me not only because it shows children, but because it shows them together. I don't know the relationship among them. I don't know if they are siblings. I don't know if they are friends, but that they need to somehow move together in a pack to cling to whatever comforts they have. But it's both the vulnerability and the fragility of these young kids literally on the ground, and they are there captured in the gaze of someone who has done this to them, of a German photographer who is part of a machine that is designed to wipe them out and is proud of it, wants to document that destruction.